Andy, hello. Now, I've heard that Tubeology is purely for salmon fishing only. I was just wondering if we could talk a little bit through that today. But just as well, I can't tie flies. Help us out.
Right, well, first of all, there's a big misconception. People think tubes are only for salmon. And that's because lots of salmon anglers use them. They understand the benefits of a tube fishing system. What we've done with Tubeology is take it a lot further. And you're like 80% of the fishermen in the market. They go into the shop, pick up their flies, and go fishing.
Yeah.
So we've been asked by lots of different partners around the world to develop flies. And we've got about 35 different bundles of flies now. And yeah, we've got the traditional salmon type flies. So any salmon fisherman will recognise the monkeys. Cracking fly, cashmere goat, lots of movement. Traditional pot-bellied pigs, prawn patterns. Low water, very small flies. High water, very big. That is the traditional market for salmon fishing. And whether you're in Norway, Sweden, Finland or in Canada. What we've done with Tubeology, however, is not just for the salmon market at all.
Right.
You know, when you've gone to a lake, you've used these. You recognise those. They're woolly buggers.
Yep.
We use them for trout. If you want to get a nice big brownie, take that down the river. That is going to pull out nice brown trout. The whole advantage of Tubeology is this swapping heads. So we get to the water, water's running faster, we can swap the head. Put a hotspot colour on. That'll sink faster, and it will just glint in the sunlight. So we can fish, for example, on the drop. This fly is now going to fish totally differently to a traditional fly. If we want to get really deep, we're fishing in a big lake, then we can put a big head on. And that's the thing that you can't do with any other tube system, all this tailoring of the tubes. So very, very different. So here I'm going for trout. I could use this same fly for trout quite easily, whether it be rainbows on the lakes and reservoirs or big brownies. If you look at my little kit bag here, when the fry are about, there's my little brown trout. Salt water. It is not just for the salmon angler. You know, tube fishing is for every type of angling.
Okay. So it looks like we've got flies for trout and for salmon, but surely that's it.
No, we've done a lot more. Here, for example, we've got pike.
You just like to prove me wrong.
I like to prove you wrong. Actually, we've got the hooks right in the middle. Where do pike hit?
Yeah.
In the middle, right across the body of the fish.
Okay. So you put some thought into it then?
Just a lot. These are actually being used by our factory manager.
Right.
And he's been testing them on, what do you call it? Oh, sailfish and marlin, they're the ones. Same flies, been pulling out pike, sailfish, marlin.
Okay, heavy duty flies.
Very heavy duty.
For heavy duty fishermen.
It's not all heavy duty. Here we've got a bass fly. If you're going on the salt water, for your sea bass, you want a real nice little delicate fly. And that's it. That's a fly that a lot of the saltwater anglers will recognise, a little grizzle. And you can see, actually, it's very, very small. We're dealing with a 14mm tube here. We can use a sinking line, we can use a floating line, according to the water conditions. Me, I'm lazy. I now use a floating line on virtually everything I do. All I do is simply swap over my heads. So if I want to get deeper, I put on my bigger heads.
Excellent stuff. That's fantastic.
So we've got a range of 35 different flies. These we've actually used, as say, on the salt water, on the fresh water. In Argentina, they've been pulling out golden dorado on these, and actually getting more hookups than with traditional flies because they put the hook where the fly is. So for the traditional fisherman, which is 80% of the market, there's a whole range of ready-to-go flies available from all your Tubeology distributors worldwide. So literally, here it is, ready to fish. Simply go in. Each pack has the different size heads.
Okay.
You may think that's 6 flies. Actually, there's a lot more. You've got 64 variations of fly in this one pack, and it's ready to fish. Go in, it's got the hooks, it's got the line.
some fantastic value for money when you just put it that way, Andy. Absolutely incredible. 64 flies in one pack.
Ready to fish.
That's absolutely incredible. Well, Andy, thank you very much again for your time today.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.